What's going on? What's going on? Come on in here. How's everybody doing? We are here for another underground story. As I said, this week we're on Essentia. So grab your waters and come on in here. We're going to have a great story today. This is the kickoff to Black History Month, right? It's the kickoff to Black History Month. So happy Black History Month to all of my Black people out there. I want to make sure that everybody feels nice and warmed and welcome coming on in here. How's everybody doing? Hey, Shanda just came into the room. Perfect. We're going to get it warmed up, and then I'm going to bring you in here. So we have a great show for you today. I have to say that having someone as legendary as Shanda here to kick off Black History Month is ridiculous. It's amazing because when you think about it, we really need to utilize this show to give our people the flowers that they deserve, correct? The flowers that they deserve. And to tell you, someone that truly deserves their flowers is Miss Shanda. I will tell you that. From the day that I came into Righteous Ones, I have always idolized this woman. Like, coming even days that, we would leave practice and we would go hang out at Harley's house. As soon as you walk in, on the coffee table was a magazine with Shanda's face on it, on the cover. So it's like, you couldn't deny that this was a supermodel. This was an absolute supermodel in your presence. And, it was so inspiring to be around someone that had not only was a part of Righteous Ones and being a part of their beginning history, but someone that had actually been out in the industry and the work was there. You could see the work. It wasn't like, hey, Righteous Ones was selling a dream. You could actually see the proof in someone like Shanda. So without any further ado, the undefeated, the undisputed, the first to do it, okay? Literally, a makeup artist, okay? A fashion designer, an overall entrepreneur. This is the legendary Icon. I want to bring her on up here. What's going on, everybody? The legendary Icon.
Hi, everyone.
Oh.
I love everybody. How y'all doing? Hey,
You
boo.
about to go.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm hanging in here. I'm in mommy mode right now, y'all. I
Okay,
got
you
I
are
got mommy
mommy.
mode going written all over me. So that's what I'm sitting here doing. I hope everybody's having an amazing first new beginning of this new great year. I
Mm-hmm.
really pray for that. I pray for everybody that's really just coming together and really just doing what they have to do as a community such as ours. And just pull it together. No more, whatever happened last year, leave it last year. If it's no good for you, let's walk away. Let's do some other things. Let's do some
Okay,
positive things.
I
You
love
really
that.
have to do that. So I
Look,
am
that's
really
what we do it over here with underground stories. We try to do some
yeah,
new
you have
positive shit.
to. And this is amazing. I'm glad that you got this going on. This is amazing. I'm
Thank
happy that you
you.
asked me to do it and I couldn't say no. I was trying. I said I'm gonna make it happen.
I
I'm just good
appreciate
off of work. I got nails to do for a kid. I'm running all
you.
around. Baby, you getting the nails done. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make it happen. I
Listen,
can't. I'm rushing from the store. Like, come on, 9 o'clock. We gotta go.
we gotta go.
I said,
We gonna get this story
I'm
off.
gonna I'm gonna make this happen today.
Listen, I'm so happy because you literally are Black history. You
Oh,
are
I
the
appreciate that.
first supermodel of Washington D.C.
Mm-hmm.
To have a title like that, it's just like how how can you manage? You know,
Yeah, yeah.
how can you manage? But you know, let's start from the top, Shanda. You know, where did it
Mm.
all begin? Where did it all begin? How did that start?
I mean, I think it started when I came home from California, and then when I just started, got a little older, and then started realizing what I wanted to do. So it started in high school. So let's say it started in high school, and then from that point, I just kept it going. I kept it going. I
Mm.
knew that's what I wanted to do at that moment, and so I did it. And so once I did, I was doing like, Largo. I would do their fashion shows. I was doing Duval. I was
Word.
doing a lot of other high schools and doing Tristan Blake. Tristan Blake originally, that's how I met Harley,
Okay.
through Tristan. And at this moment, I was modeling for Glenn and Harvey Star Washington.
That's
Those
Glenn
are my
Jackson, Harvey Star.
Glenn Jackson. And so Supermodel for Washington D.C. came through Glenn, and
Okay.
yeah, it was amazing. I mean, it was a big to do at that, back then, and you had to get sponsors, and it was a lot to do. It wasn't like, oh, I'm getting ready to just walk and win. I mean, it was like Miss America. Honestly,
Hmm.
I had to have a talent. I lip sing Jill
Word.
Scott. I'll never forget it. I lip
Was it a
sing.
long walk? Was it a
It
long
was a
walk?
long walk. It was a long walk, and I was all the way
Legend.
into it. And truth be told, at that moment, and I probably have never revealed what I'm getting ready to reveal. At that moment, I was pregnant. So it was like,
Oh
oh, I
wow.
knew I wasn't having it, and it was a lot to deal with on stuff. But
What year was that around?
shoot, so when did I win that? Sometime in like 2000. It was like the early.
Okay.
It's so far back. I know it's sad. I should remember, but listen, the way my brain operates, I mean, it was an amazing thing for me to get involved in, having sponsors to do that. And then once I won it, it kind of just went from there. And so I had to go around and speak to people.
Hmm.
I had to give back, if that
Right.
makes sense. So I had to give back. So it wasn't like, oh, I won it and then I got the money and that was it. Like, no, it wasn't that. I had to
So
go
it was
around and
very much
speak to.
so like Miss America kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. But just for
Wow.
the DMV area, it was really, really a lot to deal with. Honestly, it was a
Wow.
lot. And at that age, I was still very, just kind of coming into myself in my late teens and my early 20s. And so I'm just like figuring it out at that point. So it was a lot. I went around and I did some shows. And again, like I said, I met Tristan Blake. And then once I met him, he introduced me to Harley because I was modeling his stuff. And he was like, you got to meet this girl. You got to meet this girl. And Harley came to see me. And it was this, and it was,
It was history.
it was
So
history made right at that
you
point.
know, it's our duty as a righteous one to know the history of all of those that come before us. So you being the children of the corn back in 2005.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot. It's never. People always think it's kind of like it's a walk in the park. For me, I think for the others that has come in after me, they had it really hard.
Mm,
So for me, I did not have it hard. I actually came in with my name, so my name was pretty already.
work.
And so they just put the miss. And so the name came from family, actually, like my sisters and cousins, and they call me pretty. And then my mom does. So it just kind of just stuck. And so it
Mm.
was perfect. So, Harley was like, we don't even have to give you a name. We just stick with pretty and we'll put the miss on it. So I was like, okay, we'll do that. So my coming in was not tragic. Holly, I'm sorry. I know you watching, but that's truth be told. He did not wear me down like that. He
so
did not wear me down.
so did you go on the retreat?
I
You guys
went
had
on
a
the
whole retreat.
retreat. I did the retreat. I did all of that stuff, but I was more like already in there. Like
Got it.
I didn't have to do a lot of the stuff. But I was it was very helpful for me to kind of do it that way. I was helpful to others, and I mean,
Hmm.
it's kind of just from there. It was history. It was done. And so like even when I got even more wrapped into Righteous Ones, I even moved up into Bowie campus. I didn't go to Bowie.
Wow. Tell us about that because see, this is the thing. A lot of the scene, has a collegiate base. So
Yeah.
how did that happen?
So once Holly, went to school, Dallas went to school up there. Like it was like, all right, he's up
Icons.
here. We have to go up here. This is
Okay.
this is before we became the agency. So it was more of, okay, we're the truth, but we was the truth that everybody wanted to be involved with. So in order
Hmm.
for me to to keep it going, I had to follow. And I did it. I was dedicated. Like it was on and popping. Like it didn't even matter. We got to do so much stuff. I ain't belong up there. I'm living up there. I ain't belong up there. So I mean, just move my little self in there, and we made it work. It was such an amazing time of my life. At that time, it was just trying to really still figure out myself. No
Hmm.
kids. I still was a little older than everybody else, but still just realized like this is what I'm going to do. And then taking it from there, getting offers, to do things in out of town or magazines or
Right.
things
You
like
travel.
that. I
You get a
traveled a
friend.
bit. I remember doing like supermodel, trying out for the top models
Mm,
thing, and Harley was very supportive, and I made it. And I
work.
made it all the way there, and then I got cut at the finals. But he was so supportive of that type of stuff too. So it was cool though. I just kind of that journey. I just remember doing so much stuff with them, and then really just kind of like growing into myself, and
Right.
then understanding more and more how powerful I was to actually be able to have others look up to me and
Wow.
follow my lead and understand that it didn't come this way, it comes this way, and things you need to do and things you shouldn't do, even being as foolish as I'm getting ready to fight,
Mm.
I'm getting ready to do this, yeah, it was a lot, but at that time just growing. So now at 42, getting ready to be 43 next month.
And you look amazing.
Thank you. I am always trying to encourage every young soul that touches my soul to just be better, be your
Absolutely.
best you. Try to think things out before you kind of react to things. Even to have a simple conversation with somebody or like this, you just let's think it out. Let's
Right.
try to think these things out before you kind of reacting to what is getting ready to happen. A lot of stuff is just not needed. So I just pray that everybody just do what they want to do and whatever makes your heart smile. I encourage that.
Good.
I
I want
really do
to shift gears.
encourage that.
So you are
Wait, Harley said a lot. Yeah, he probably saying a lot. I used to show off so bad, y'all, so
you
bad.
you
I
was the
used to
fly girl, the it
I used to
girl.
get banned from trips. It was bad. He's like, you can't go. No, you can't. You have to stay home this time. And I'm like, what?
Oh
Yeah,
God.
I was foolish, but when it was time to do that work, baby,
You was
it
the
was.
one.
Yeah, I wasn't playing with nobody.
Now
I
in
wasn't
the culture
playing.
of today, everybody likes the battle. Everybody likes to be on the floor. You are the undefeated girl. You are the undefeated girl. No one in this entire scene, this entire culture can say confidently and in public around anyone, I am undefeated outside of you.
Yeah,
How did that happen?
I don't know. It's crazy, right? I even did like the ballrooms scenes, and I would crush every time. It
Mm,
would just, but it would be so, it was unconsciously that I was doing these things. I wasn't going in like, I never really prepared myself. Like, oh my God, I got to do this. I got to do this. I have to do, like, I never really prepared myself to
mm.
like go in. It just was very natural for me. To just kind of go in and I saw, okay, I'm competing. I'm getting ready to have to I just got to do what I have to do. So that's what I did. It was no, oh my God, it was none of that. And even now, if I was called out to walk, I'm just going to walk
You gonna do
because I just
it?
know what to do. Like it's a natural thing. I don't try too hard. I never want to, but I commend everybody that has walked against me. I'm going to tell you that.
Okay.
Let's just do that. I listen. Even the youngest, we got so many youngest out here, and they walking.
They
Oh, they
walking.
walking. They walk down. I love it. I love it. But I'm very confident in what I know. It's like I've mastered my craft, and it's cool.
I
You
love
got to
that.
be a little cocky somewhere, right? It's
Right.
okay though.
Listen, if you're doing it and you're doing it and you're doing it well, it's what it is. Now, correct me if
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Do you remember the battle? It was a battle at the Suitland Water Tower,
Mm,
and Sherelle and Stormy were battling, and it was
mm,
a good one at this time. All the girls had lined up to walk this night. And we
mm,
had a couple of other girls that was lined up to walk, and you were back there too. You was going to walk, right? So
mm.
Stormy and Sherelle, they're battling. You know how they get the battle cat.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
They get down to the votes, and they fussing at Bang, they fussing at this person, they fussing at this person. You know what I'm saying, to get the votes,
Yeah,
because it gets hot when they start battling, right?
yeah.
And okay, this time Sherelle won, right? Boom, here comes Shanda. Mother, you wasn't meeting Shanda though.
I
Do you
absolutely
remember that
remember that.
battle?
I do remember that. Sherelle is absolutely one of my favorites.
Love her.
I love her. We've been through up, down, around the corner, back around. She's amazing to me. Don't get me wrong, everybody is amazing to me, but you just have certain ones that kind of just touch your heart.
Mm-hmm.
And she was definitely one of them. And I love to see what she's doing now. And she looks amazing. And I just, I commend all of that. I commend all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely remember that battle, though.
Okay,
Yeah, I
I remember
definitely.
that.
I remember that battle. And, I don't like to really, for me, I don't like to do like battling. Because
Mm,
for me, it's just like, I'm just doing what I naturally know how to do. And
right,
so that's why probably it never is a point where somebody is like, okay, they just took her out of here. Because I'm not in battle mode. I'm just in like, this is what I do.
right.
So it really just kind of comes as it's supposed to come. And it's not a forced thing. It's not okay, I got it. It's none of that. So that's probably another reason why
So natural. It's so
it's
smooth.
just very
So
natural.
cool. It's so
I'm just
cool.
like, oh, I'm walking. But in
I'm
everybody else
walking.
mind, like, no, she battling. She getting ready to she's trying to take everybody out. And I'm thinking like, no, I'm just really walking.
Just walking.
Yeah, I'm walking. So I mean, it's been a pleasure. I can
Were
tell
there a
you
lot
that.
of were there a lot of girls that you took under your wing as you were going on in your model career?
I mean, I feel like I have, I'm so very humble with this. I try to touch everybody. So I really don't know who has, who really looks up if they don't say anything,
Mm.
or who, and for me, it's okay. A lot of people will probably take it and get very, offensive. Or I told her, I said that. I mean, I think it was a couple of them. We got Sherelle. We have, uh, what's this baby name? She is doing amazing right now. She's in LA. She just started a clothing line. God, that's so bad. Please don't charge it to my heart, y'all. I'm getting old. Oh my gosh. Um, I can't remember her name. I'm gonna think about it. That's bad. But
When are you gonna deem Stormy?
when it's needed, I guess however it goes down.
I had to stir that pot.
Yeah, you stir the pot, right? Whenever. I think she's amazing. She's doing amazing things. Wonderful mom from what I'm seeing. It's a good thing. It's really Sandra. That's her name. Harley just said yes. Miss Sandra. She's amazing too. I was trying to think of her Instagram name. But Sandra's amazing too. So she's one of the ones too. But a lot of times, this is, in truth be told, and there's no shade being thrown, they won't ever give you that prop.
Mm.
They won't ever really say, I really learned from her, or I really watched her. A lot of my righteous ones, babies, like Lexi and Keisha, and they definitely will, no problem. Yeah, no, I watched her, and it's cool, but they won't. A lot of them, I think, a lot of them that come from other agencies or troops, they won't really do it. I think it's just more the ones in righteous ones, and
Mm-hmm.
then probably have left to go somewhere else or whatever. They'll say it then, but
Cause
you know,
we
I
know
I
we know
know
who Mama
what
is.
it is. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Like I don't walk around wanting or needing that praise,
Oh,
because
absolutely.
I know in my heart, like, I'm cool. As long as I see you doing great things with your talent, and I'm happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really happy with that. So again, I'm very humble about everything.
Oh, that,
People will walk up to me and be like, "Oh my God, I remember you." I just was out, and she was like, "I remember you used to do this," and then I was out last Saturday. I remember you, and I'm like, I appreciate it.
uh,
I'm so humble. I promise you. It's a lot to take in when I run across people that be like, "Oh my God," or even I watched the show, or things like that. It really is a lot to take in. Because
mm-hmm.
for me, I'm just like, oh, I'm Shonda. I'm just doing what I do
You
natural. Like
are
I
the
ain't really,
like you are the first supermodel of DC. Like you are
yeah,
Black history. Coming from watching this scene and watching Righteous Ones, you really have always been a staple when I think about Righteous Ones. When I
yeah,
think about the people that were absolutely integral in the value of
mm-hmm.
the training. To truth be
To
told,
train.
because like I
Ooh,
was saying earlier on the live, I would walk into Harley's house and see your face on the magazine on the coffee table.
yeah.
That inspired me. That made me say, well, shit, the next time we go into practice, I need to
This
be
is,
just as great.
yeah.
I
This
can
is
get
what
there
I gotta
on
do.
the coffee table one day.
Yeah, I need to be on the coffee table. Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. I have to give so much props to Harley. Um, Even now, I that's he's actually been my savior. Like he's like my God when it comes
Wow.
down to um getting business taken care of, new ideas, or just believing in me, or having to deal with like I deal with a lot of going to meet people, and people have the opportunities to put you somewhere, but
Mhm.
the way that I look, they feel like, oh, okay, we can get it in. You get it in with me, I can give you what you need. And
Right.
it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. And it always happens that way for me. And I'm like, do I have something written on my forehead that this is what you know? But Harley, he's the one that I called to get that peace of mind.
Right.
I can be in relationship and call him to get that peace of mind, because he knows the level of it, and he knows the point, the understanding how frustrating it becomes when I have to step into rooms just to get this happening, but they want to make other things happen before.
Right.
So I give all praise to Harley as well too, just to put up a lot of with me.
Hmm.
I'm trying to tell you, I mean, and it's nothing to be, yeah, it's my story. It makes me who I am now, because I mean, I'm telling you, firecracker at his best. Never cared. Like what? Yeah, very humble, love you, or sweet. But when it's that one little button, you push that one little button back then, I'm like, yeah, it's on. And then I'll put my heels on and I'm gonna go storm. But now it's just a whole different grown lady for real over
Okay.
here,
So have you
But
had anything to do with anyone ever being deemed? Were you ever a part of any of that?
you know what? I don't recall. I have not recalled that. Like, no, never me deeming anybody. I don't think so. I don't. I can't recall that. I can't recall that. Mm-mm.
Not a part of that process.
Nah, I wouldn't mind, but I haven't been a part of it.
Invite
I,
Shonda, y'all. What the hell? I gotta get the
Yeah,
icon to be
I
a part
wouldn't
of those
mind. I
conversations.
think what happens now, like even now, I was invited somewhere to be on Sunday. My mind gets focused on what needs to happen. A lot of times, I love what's still happening with the modeling scene and things like that. But just at this moment in this time right now and in my life, I have to focus on what really truly is making me smile. You
Mm,
know, so that's driving. Yeah, I'm driving my business more. Trying to open up what I want, and so I get invited out, and it's not that I don't want to go, but honestly at times I just can't pick it or balance it out properly, so
right.
I will go where
What
what's
you got
making
to
my
share.
heart, yeah, what I gotta do.
And it was a good event though. If you have the
I
time,
saw if I did not have to work, so I just landed a new hookah gig. So it's like
right. You are an entrepreneur. Let's talk about
I
that
am an
because
entrepreneur.
you are
Yeah.
you went from supermodel to makeup artist to reality star to fashion designer. You know, you have really done it all. When they say this is how you become an icon, this is how you become a fucking icon.
Yeah. It's been a lot. Like, and those are challenges. Like you get, because for me, a lot of times I get, I would start something. I live in the moment a lot of times, but
Mhm.
I think what happens, and it probably can go to any talented person, as when you're so talented, sometimes you just don't know what direction to go because you feel like I can do everything.
Mm.
So that has been my mindset for a minute. I can do that. I'm gonna do it then. And then, if it's not making me, happy in those moments anymore, I'm like, I can do that. And I do it, right? It's crazy.
Harley
But
mentioned that you taught classes too.
I taught classes. I'm still out of school teaching, but not
Wow.
modeling, not
Wow.
modeling. But I still incorporate a lot of when I taught at Maya Angelou. I taught a self improvement class that was needed, and we did a fashion show at the end of the quarter. Like it was so dope. And we competitive, so we had Desmond, we got Dolly, we got everybody, and I'm like, oh no, we
Right.
get ready to crush them. We get ready. We got the school over here. We got school over here, but they're all tied up in the right one. I'm like, nah, my school get ready to crush y'all, and they
Facts.
crushed them, and they crushed them. Everybody remembers this damn routine that they did, and they crushed. It was such a good routine. So yeah, teaching self improvement, just trying to build up these young people and let them know like it don't matter. If you believe it, you can achieve it. I promise you.
Oh,
Um,
I love that.
you really can. You just believe in. If you start off every morning and just every time that you're speaking of yourself,
Mm.
I am phenomenal. I am the
Right.
greatest. I am very powerful. I am an entrepreneur. Like start your sentence off about yourself that way. I am.
Right.
And always try to have a positive at the end of it. Like I am great today. You understand what I'm saying? So I try to teach that every moment that I get a chance to. So doing that self improvement class with those kids was really an amazing opportunity. I still see some of the kids. I still talk to some of the kids, and
Love
it's
that.
so crazy. Like some of them still say Miss J, and
Okay.
I'm like, Miss J. So I'm still in the school teaching these kids now. And I do a therapeutic resource class. Well, that's my position. So I sit in
Mm.
classes to support kids that have problems with really just coping with the world. Like they don't want nobody to look at them.
A lot going on now.
So I and help the students out, support them as much as I can. But I talk about a lot of this stuff that I have taught um, in our self improvement class. I just was talking about this today actually to one of my young men. I got a young man in my class, and just trying to show these guys, as much as I'm not a guy, but I can kind of give you a little bit on what I know.
Right. Still give some free game.
I try to do what I can do. I really do. I
Mm.
really do. I mean, it definitely is an honor that I can have that gift to people, for people to just listen and take heed into what I'm saying and really trust that what I have said really is going to happen, or really they can make it happen if they change their mindset, if they can do it this way. If they that's a blessing for me. That's all I ever want to see.
Mhm.
Like,
Now,
oh, you listen to me.
right. Listen to me. Right.
You
Listen.
listen. Somebody listening. So I appreciate that. With all my heart, I really do. That's all that matters for me, just to be able to influence not even the young people, but people my age, or just people, just adults overall,
That
trying
part.
to encourage them that it ain't never got to be bad. We just got to make sure that we are deciding, because adults make decisions,
Hmm.
and children and people that they have choices, but as an adult we make decisions to do things. So you decide to not have a great life, or you deciding not to move forward with your dreams. So it's all about decisions now. It's like,
Mm.
nah, let's make good decisions now. Like,
So with some
so
new decisions in the new year, I saw you at Model Mondays.
I
So are
did.
we making a return to Righteous Ones? You know, we're back
Ah,
goals. We're back out in, you know, out in public and things.
I
We're
know,
at
right?
shows. We walking people's
I don't
malls.
know. Harley and I would have to sit and talk about that. If he, I would say this: if he needed me, I'm there.
Boom.
That's what I could definitely give anyone. If you needed me, then I'm definitely there. I feel like
Because we're
if
doing
he,
the documentary and so much other stuff coming up.
yeah,
There's
yeah, I
a
know. I was
recap.
definitely told about that. So it's something to think about. We just have to, I got to figure it out. I really wanted to pass it down to my mini me, to be honest. I want to pass it down
Yes,
to Kendall.
we're ready for her. And
Yeah.
I was telling my daughter earlier. I was like, yo, I cannot believe when Shonda had said that she was, having a baby. Again, this was like my idol. So I'm like, supermodels can get pregnant.
Right. I'm thinking the same thing. I passed the mirror about 10 times, like, what's going on? Wait, this is the whole body? Wait a minute.
Yo,
Yeah.
I was young. I'm like, I didn't know supermodels. I didn't know y'all was having sex.
Holly said I never left. You're right, Holly. I didn't
Correct.
leave. I just took a break. Yeah,
Right.
but I'm always ready for it. Like, I play around when I'm out and about, or they do it. And, my friends and family are so supportive when it comes down to certain things with me, and they'll be like, give me your purse. I need
Mm-hmm.
you to walk. And so you can't tell me walk and I'm not going to walk. Like,
Right.
that's like, I can't say that I'm a supermodel and I can't just walk for you. I can't say that I'm a makeup artist and I can just quickly beat your face. So I'm always prepared for everything.
And you've
I
really done some of the
always
most
are prepared.
iconic looks for Righteous Ones. Like
Yeah.
some of the most iconic makeup looks. Like you really knocked some.
Yeah, the stones on the face, and I mean, I appreciate Harley even giving me and believing in that because, um, stepping into the makeup world is very challenging even now.
Mhm.
It's like crabs in a butt. Everybody trying to grab and be a celebrity makeup artist, trying to be. I'm just trying to be the best at what I can be.
Right.
You know, I'm not trying to do anything more than what I know I could do, and then I just do it. So if something amazing and big comes out of it, then that's cool. But I'm never
You plant
reaching for that.
seeds. I like that. It's
I'm
very.
never reaching for that. I'm just doing what I feel like. This is my gift. And
Hmm.
that's just what I do. So I don't ever really try to. I ain't stepping on nobody's toes. I meet a lot of makeup artists and I'm like, oh, I want to. And it now becomes a competition or it comes this. And I'm like, that's not what I'm here for.
Was that your experience on Real Lives Makeup Artist in
Oh,
DC?
man. Um, my, no, honestly, my
'Cause
experience on
that's
that,
a part of your
it was
story.
a, it was, yeah, my experience on the show was not what I thought it would be. So I thought it would be all about makeup and let's go to this job and we do this and we do that. My experience was these people are coming on here because they don't like me. And so
Mm,
they're here for whatever reason. They want to start picking, and so maybe they heard like, yeah, if you say this to her, she bound to pop off. But
wow.
why push me there instead of just really grabbing from any knowledge that I have that you don't have from me? You
Correct.
understand? So the
So where
first the
there
first
come
season
from
was
that the supermodel make, and then also now makeup artists, professional makeup artists is what not workable. Was that what they were saying or something?
no, it just this the thing. You got to deal and understand that people are unpredictable, right?
Mm.
One. Two, you got to understand that people are unhealed.
Ooh.
And I was around a lot of unhealed souls, sadly to say. And it ain't even their fault. It just, it starts from home. It starts from your
Yeah.
growing up. It starts from you unhealed, but you think you're grown, but you really not grown mentally. So you thinking that you're doing a proper thing and you moving, but you really not understanding that. So hurt people, right?
Mm.
And it was never my intention to hurt anybody. So that's why I didn't come on that thing with any uh point of, oh, I'm about to, you got to, nah, it wasn't
Right.
about that. It really was about, listen, I'm trying to learn and grow from this lady who started this show, who I felt like had a little bit more experience in the makeup world, and it's taken to that, but it became really like reality of,
It was
I'm
a
about to be in
reality
your
show.
bit. Yeah, like, oh, we getting ready to fight. What we fighting for? It's makeup.
I thought we was beating
Oh,
faces.
like, why we beating each other up? Why I thought we supposed to be beating faces? You know, my second season, I swear, like, was the
You were on 2 seasons of this
two
reality.
seasons, and
Okay.
I never in my life thought that would be my story. Like, nah, it was bad the second season. I'm
Mm.
not. I don't have a problem with revealing any of that. It was bad. It
Wow.
was bad. It was not about makeup. The whole season became about Shonda. Why? Not what Shonda has accomplished. Not none of that. I mean, you went
But
as
you
far
looked
as my
great.
read. Well, thank
You
you.
always look great every episode.
Thank
It's no
you.
shade. You looked great every
I
episode.
said the first season I didn't bring it. I said, oh, y'all want me back the second season? Oh, it's on. I had stylists. I had this. I had all of that. Not purposely, but I just didn't understand how it kept unfolding. Like, let's know about Sean. If you do this, you want to know about who I was dealing with. You want to know about it. It was just a whole mess that it started coming off the camera.
Do
And
you
I
think you'll ever
never,
do that again in another way?
in another way, and another person doing it.
Yeah, like another something, you know?
Absolutely. Sign
Okay.
me up. Sign me up. I'm for it. Yeah. I mean, but this done
Put
differently.
that down, Harley.
Yeah, sign me up for it. As long as we stand on topic. But see, as I've gotten older, it's like, I ain't doing that.
Okay.
I'm just not going to do it, and I understand about protecting your energy and
Yeah.
protecting it. So even if you piss me off so bad that I choose not to speak to you, a lot of people look at like, well, you should just speak, because no. I'm protecting my energy. So now I'm choosing. It's not me being bitter or mad. I'm just choosing to see if I want to, because once I open my mouth and give that, I'm giving you my energy. I don't want to, I choose not to share it. So
Hmm.
I'm just going to move away, and we're going to keep it cute like that. So, I mean, listen, it was definitely a piece of work. It
So
was a piece of work.
with you being able to navigate the reality world now and then being a professional makeup artist, can you give a couple of people, well, the people out there watching, some notes on how to navigate as a model? Because I want to also give a little bit of education through this. You're an icon, you
Yeah.
know, you know the game. Are there any tips that you want to throw out there as a model?
I mean, it's as far as a model for me, like I said, my story is a lot different from a lot of people. I lived in California for years, and
Mhm.
that's where I originally started modeling. And so from that point, coming back home and being in high school, and knew that I already had the training to model and things like that. So my best advice that I could say to any model that wants to really make it as far as they possibly can, do your research.
Mhm.
Um, you know, it's all about researching and understanding what this business looks like. It's not going to be always flowers and cotton candies and Skittles.
Right.
You know, it's not going to be that.
You got
You know,
casting
you
and
you
stuff.
got you got to realize sometimes you ain't gonna get cash for a call, and just because you get turned off or pushed away doesn't mean that you can't get the next one. You have to be consistent. Once you stop being consistent, the inconsistency will make you flop
Mm.
completely. So be consistent on what you are driving and trying to do with yourself. If it's that modeling, and stay in your lane. If it's plus size, stay there. If
Right.
you want to do print, then go print. But you got to make sure that you are doing everything, the steps that are needed and necessary to get there. The moment you flop, the next young model coming right behind you.
Okay.
It's going to do whatever, however it needs to happen to make it. But don't put yourself down, or um, degrade yourself as a woman or a man, and do something that would make you be like, I regret that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do the walk of shame after anything. Let's say
Right.
that. So, and
Right.
that goes for young men too. Like you gotta go through a lot too. So don't take things on that you don't have to take on, because guess what? That opportunity didn't happen for you. It's gonna be 10,000 other opportunities for you. But you have to be consistent and stand strong on what you believe on. And this is what I am. And all you have really is your voice and your name. So if you live up to that, then you do what you got to do. I mean, just keep pushing. Like, don't let nobody take that away from you. Don't share your dreams with people that don't have no dreams. I call them dream snatchers.
That was a word.
Don't share your dreams with no one else that has no dreams. Like, if somebody, people that have dreams. Because why? Y'all have connected. But you know a person that don't have a dream, and we all got friends and family like that. They'd be like, I don't know if you can do that. No, you don't know you can do it, but I definitely can do it. You understand what I'm saying? So don't share your dreams with somebody that don't have no dreams. You never heard them talk about anything but what they're doing right now? Nah, that's not the person you talk to. You talk to a journal. You get a journal and you write that shit down. You just journal, that's all I'm a journal today. This is what I'm talking to. And this is how it's going to go. I promise you, I've learned that so many years. I've learned it. I had to, and that was a lesson I learned for so many years because I get excited when something great come my way and I want to share.
Yeah.
I want to share, but I've got to realize that I'm talking to an unhappy person right here. Why? If you unhappy, there's no way you get ready to be happy for my happiness. I shouldn't have shared that.
Oh.
You got to really be careful. Anytime you tell somebody, oh my God, I got this job interview with da-da-da-da-da, and they go, that ain't the person you talk to.
Yeah. Wow.
Family, friends, the dog, the cat.
It's the icon. It's the icon.
I'm telling you, it's some words. I'm telling you, it's some true words. I deal with it now. And so, like I said, I've learned my lesson. Each day I learn a lesson. If you're not learning something, then you're serving no purpose. The lesson can be good or bad. So if you're not learning, then I have no purpose here. I'm doing something that I'm doing everything wrong. If I'm not gaining something from somebody, and I make sure that I hang or be around or surround myself around people that I can learn from, because you have to benefit me, because I know I'm benefiting you. If I make you look good when we out, or if I give you some good, inspirational stuff to go by, like however it goes. But if I can't gain nothing from you, you serve no purpose to me. Protect your energy, protect yourself. That's all I can say.
She is the GOAT.
I love that shirt. That's awesome.
Yeah, I got the whole Muhammad Ali on there.
Ah, that's dope. That's dope. I'm gonna get one with my face on it.
Yes, I need to get one.
I'm gonna see how many people wear it. Harley, we gotta make it happen. Let's see how many people get this sweatshirt with my face on it. Then I'm the GOAT.
Shirts,
tank tops, bras, baby suits.
Everything.
What y'all gonna do? Let's see who wear it. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah,
wow.
I mean, that's real talk.
I really appreciate you. Wow. Because you really have done it. And it's important that we have a resource to go back to and say, these are the people that laid out the foundation. These are the people that we stand on their shoulders, when we come in. I'm still standing on your shoulders. Like, yo, thank you, because you gave us this opportunity,
Yeah.
So I want to thank you on behalf of the entire culture.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm very, I promise you, I'm very humbled. I love everybody. I love you guys. You guys have really been a real big part of my life, and I appreciate it. And let's get it popping. Whatever we need, whatever we can do. I'm here.
There's so much more in store with you, Shanda. If you want to plug anything to let the people know what's next for you.
Well, right now, I'm focusing on my hookah. I've been doing this hookah thing since we've been, in this whole pandemic.
Okay, entrepreneur,
long time.
boss mommy.
Yes, like I'm just still, so I'm actually, I landed a spot on Georgia Avenue. Okay. I posted all on Instagram, Facebook. I'm there Thursday through Sunday, and come check out my hookahs. I have the best hookahs. They're all alkaline hookahs. I try to do them as natural and as healthy as possible. But you ain't never had no alkaline hookah, I promise you.
Hey, listen, I only drink good water. I only drink good water, so I'm here for that. I'm here for that. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's definitely, let's make it happen. But that's what I'm working on. The goal is to get my own hookah lounge. and to stop working. And to have my own business where I can employ others. I have 3 girls that work for me, which is pretty dope. Um, so I'm just trying to build this whole empire so I can leave it to this little one who
Okay.
must.
Love it. What's up? You remember me?
Hi. Do you remember him? With Harley and modeling with Harley? You remember him and nigga look at Harley. Yes. Oh yes.
Look. Go in the freezer and get some of your grandmama greens out for me.
Yeah. He was eating mama greens. What was that? Remember that? And they came over. She said, I remember that.
Well,
Yeah,
listen,
man.
Shanda, I want to thank you so much for joining us today on
I
Underground
appreciate
Story.
that. I
Truly, I'm
appreciate
glad
that.
everybody got to hear your story.
I appreciate that. I love everybody. Please, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Peace
All
and
right.
love.
Go Shanda and go support our hookah business, guys.
Yes, come out, get some hookahs. A cute little spot too, right on Georgia Avenue.
Okay. All right,
Yes.
my love.
All right. I love you guys.
Love you too.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Woo. The legendary Icon Shanda, Righteous Ones Entertainment, the agency. Whew. What an amazing interview. To be able to see someone be such an icon, and come from all of the teachings that we are all born from, and see how far you can go with it, and consistently grow with it and consistently reestablish yourself in new lanes, and we've been catching that over the last couple of interviews, that this scene truly has something special. Not only do you get the opportunity to build your confidence, but you might end up building something for your future. Thanks again for another great episode of Underground Stories. See you all next week.